It started on an ordinary Sunday morning, the kind where sunlight filters through cafe windows and life feels slow and warm. I was sitting with my 7-year-old son, Noah, at our favorite local coffee shop. Ever since my wife passed away 2 years ago, Noah and I had built small routines like this to survive the quiet. He loved this cafe because they made heart-shaped pancakes and let him draw on napkins. I loved it because, for 30 minutes every Sunday, I could pretend everything was normal. That morning, a man walked in, a tall, calm-looking guy in his 40s, wearing a worn brown jacket that seemed oddly familiar. He ordered black coffee, glanced around, then smiled kindly when he saw Noah's drawings scattered across the table. "Those are amazing," he said. Noah looked up shyly. "Thanks. It's me and Mom and Dad." The man's smile faltered just slightly. "Your mom must be proud," he said softly. Noah shook his head. "She's in heaven." The man's eyes softened. "I'm sorry, Baggy." I nodded politely, feeling that familiar ache rise in my chest. But what happened next I'll never forget. As the man turned to leave with his coffee, Noah suddenly jumped from his seat and ran to him, hugging his leg tightly. "Noah." I called, embarrassed, but he just looked up at the man and said, with a strange certainty, "You're the man from my dreams." The whole cafe went silent for a moment. The man knelt down, startled but gentle. "Your dreams." Noah nodded. "You're the one who helps Mommy. She said you'd come find us." My blood ran cold. The man looked at me, confusion and something deeper flickering in his expression. "I'm sorry," he said softly. "This is unexpected." We sat down, awkward but curious, and as we talked, I learned his name, Ethan. He had lost his wife in the same year I lost mine, in a car accident on the same highway. The similarities were chilling. As the conversation unfolded, coincidences began to pile up. The same date, the same hospital, the same night. And then he told me something that made my heart stop. His wife had donated her organs. "She always said," he whispered, "if she could help another mother live, she would." My hands trembled. My wife's life had been saved by a heart transplant 2 years before she died giving birth to Noah. We'd never known whose heart it was. Until that moment. It was hers, Ethan's wife's. We sat there, speechless, realizing that somehow, through tragedy and love, our lives had been woven together long before this morning. Noah looked between us, smiling as if he'd known all along. "See," he said. "Mommy said love never ends." And maybe he was right. Because from that day on, Ethan became a part of our lives, not as a replacement, but as proof that kindness, fate, and love move in ways no one can explain.